gonna have vibes in the South African style kind of way. Yeah.
Music, whatnot. Yeah, from
You
2
basically
p.m.
for the super fans and for okay, in my opinion, DJs, musicians, and super fans pull up to Westwood tomorrow from 2 p.m. to come link with Semi T. Because he's releasing his first, and we're gonna talk about this later. He's releasing his first single after 2 years in July, and then the EP comes out in August, and then next year, early next year, he's releasing his EP, and he really wants to feature a lot of like DJs and artists on that EP that's gonna release, on that album that he's gonna release next year, and so the part of the point of him being the 254 is that networking, so he can figure out who's gonna feature on that album, and it's going to be a huge deal because he's one of the breakout veterans and pioneers of Amapiano music. So if you're trying to get yourself in that space as an artist, as a DJ, you need to be at Westwood Hotel tomorrow from 2 p.m. for the meet and ride with Semi T. If you're a super fan and you just want a selfie, so you can tag on your Instagram and Snapchat. If you want to shoot your shot, please remember he has a song called Baby Mama Drama, so that tells you everything. But if you're about that life, pull up tomorrow to Westwood Hotel from 2 p.m. for the Semi T meet and bri. It's going to be vibes. The Westwood team are going to do like epic, like barbecue kind of like meal plans. There's awesome drinks. They've got incredible cocktails. I can attest because yesterday, mi nilikuwa ule msee. Nilikuwa ule msee jana. Nilikuwa ule msee. So they've got, you know what I mean? So it's going to be really good vibes. And that's only going to happen for a few hours. It's like limited in terms of people who can attend. So pull up and just be about that life. And then now from there, it's just an early afternoon plan. This is just the opportunity to physically interact and like be about that life with Semi T as we build towards this album release come next year. Because and me, I say this is a big deal because I'm like, if you're especially for the DJs, because he's really trying to feature a lot of collaborative work with DJs from all over Africa. This guy told me, and I hate to put him on blast like this, I'm assuming he's not here yet. He said, if I really, really vibe with the person, I want them to come to Joburg and we do the work. So he's going to fly you to his hometown in SA. So to just put the album, because he's one of those kind of like producers and like artists. He's like, we've got to be together. He's like, we've got to be together on ground to make it happen. So even if you just want to get to Mzanzi, you may not deliver on the work. But if you just want to get to Joburg, kindly please do the damn thing. Just show up tomorrow, 2 p.m. for the meet and ride with Semi T at Westwood Hotel. And just come and catch epic freaking vibe. It's going to be so late. Ati? Ati? No, but let me tell you guys, yesterday, so he was playing yesterday at 1824, And, okay, so I can't remember the DJ before. Hey, it is what it is. And so Semi T gets on, and this was about like 12:45. So everyone assumed he's going to start with the commercial. You know the Amapiano we know, the one that every DJ plays. Semi T was like, settle down. Let me tell you, that guy, the owners of 18 removed themselves. You know, there's a little corner where all the directors sit. Yes, they removed themselves with their cigars and their fancy blue labels and I don't know what, and physically came because they were like, sorry, because it was shut down. And it was like 2.5 hours. He was only supposed to play for an hour. But the way the vibes were vibing, 2.5 hours later, like nobody had sat down for that solid time. No. So as a non-Amapiano fan, yesterday for 20 minutes, and I'm insisting on my 20 minutes, it might have been like 2 hours.
It became a fan.
My 20 minutes, I was like, okay. I see the hype. I get it. I was like, I get it. No, he's incredible. He's really, really incredible. And I think South African DJs, because majority of them are producers, there's a way they listen to music and understand crowd control and music that doesn't happen with a lot of DJs outside of that country. And it's no shade or anything to any other DJ, not at all. It's just because, you see, for you DJ, and that's it.
That's it.
But to produce music, from scratch. It's something, you know what I mean? So the way you listen to music, the way you consume music, the way you play music becomes very different if you're a producer. Very, very different. It's the same way why people like Timbaland, Drama, Pharrell, when they Idris Elba, when they get on the decks, the way they play music is very different from an ordinary DJ, because the way they understand it is very different. And he clearly proved that yesterday, because I was like, okay, my guy. I was like, so when are we having kids? I don't know what's up. So tomorrow, Westwood Hotel, the meet and braai. You guys come through, experience redefined hospitality. I feel like that should be my new bio on Instagram as I tag you guys. So thank you so much, Dottie, for coming in and joining us this morning. DJ Nesh,
yo,
unacheza wapi weekend?
Weekend ninaingia hapa kwake.
Hey?
Hey? Form.
You know that can be interpreted in So I'm like, can we please clarify what you mean, my guy?
No. Okay.
Let me get your part. Let me get. See, my guys in studio understood me.
Where? Hey.
Mambo ni mengi. Mambo ni mengi.
Let's set the record straight. New students.
Set the record straight.
New students are none.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm like this. Let me tell you, I keep telling people 2024 is going to be my year. Nishachoma hii mwaka mbaya. So I'm like 2024 is going to be my year. This year I've already failed.
Your party made alive. There's no way I'm recovering.
Kuna girl dem mahali amekatch. Acham to me next text. You know what, by the way? Don't come home. Don't come home. I'm out. Ka huko. Oh my days. Okay, so you're coming through to Westwood tomorrow?
So I'm gonna pull up.
Are you coming on? Then on Sunday we've got Alchemist as well.
Okay.
That's when Samiti is playing live. It's a big event. It's free entry. So come through for that so that you can physically experience. And then we've got Amani as well, who's playing. You know DJ Amani?
Yeah, of course.
Yes. And then DJ Saint of Africa. Because that's my guy. But yes. Yeah. So Saint, Amani, and Samiti will be at Alchemist on Sunday from 2 p.m. So pull up also for that. But then tomorrow, please, kindly, if you really want to get your career to that place that you need it to go, DJs, artists, pull up to Westwood. Super fans mkam, but madam, please msikie. Msikuja hapo na ma heels, sijui na ma outfits and does it make sense. Kindly please. It's freezing in the 254. Don't embarrass me. Like, don't make this guy sit back and be like, hey, but Kenyan girls, wow. You know what I mean? Like, let's just ma'am, watu ngoma.
But what is dancing to a piano without a miniskirt?
No, you can put on a miniskirt. You don't need to wear heels. Alafu mkuje mkunywe savana, mweke Jägermeister ndani ya savana mjinice. But mweke kwa kichwa, mfanye hizo vitu zote. But please msikuje kuniaibisha hapo vitu yenye hazi make sense. Hey, please, kindly, I'm begging you. Please, kindly, super fans, do the right thing. Kindly just do the right thing. So that's tomorrow at Westwood, and then now Sunday, obviously, we're gonna be at Alchemist. Free entry, Amani, Saint, Semiti. And yeah, we're gonna Labantwana Ama Uba the whole freaking weekend. That's what we got going on this whole weekend. Sindium. DJ Nesh amesema na come through. Kenya na come kudumi sijui, but yeah na come through. Amesema na come through. So my guy. But Nesh, but on a serious note, I want you to please continue tagging us, especially for any events you've got going on. I got you. Because you see, I know I threw you under the bus kidogo and I was like, let him just start DJing first. I do that a lot and it's terrible, but
no, but most sets zinanzanga hivyo. Una DJ kwanza you prove it like you una DJ a lot.
But you see, very few people, most will take an offense. I'm like, why do I need to? And I'm like, no, my guy, I need to know that you can, know what you know. Yeah. Like, don't tell me you're about this life and you're not really about this life. Exactly. You know what I mean? So congratulations. I think you're brilliant. And the fact that you played my jam, I was like, certified fresh. As for me, certified fresh. I might even follow you on Instagram.
You might.
I'm joking. Nishakufollow for the record. Nishakufollow.
Hata nimetoa glasses.
You're so dramatic. Ati nimetoa glasses hata. Hao ni watu wa drama school shule. Hao ni wale wase drama festival. Ulikuwa hapo mad.
Mbaya.
So dramatic. But thank you so much for your incredible talent and for contributing to the Kenyan music entertainment industry at large.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Shout out to Judy for being the plug, for introducing me to awesome talent. We appreciate you, Judy.
Hata nimemiss.
Huh?
Nimemiss. It's been a minute since I saw her.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Can you please call after this and stop being like
No,
not
we
nice?
talk, but face to face.
Oh, face to face.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something crazy?
Mm-hmm.
So Judy is like, okay, that's another story. It's been like maybe like 2 years of us working together. I have physically never met Judy.
Really?
Yeah.
But she's a friend.
Gang, events, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Physically never met. Even today, I'm going to her office. We got an interview with Samiti there.
Oh, Nini.
At Pulse.
Yeah.
I have no idea what she could walk past me in the street and I'm like, cool.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Because her profile picture is a dog. So it's literally a bulldog. So I'm like, Mom, why are you like this? You know, like those guys who holler at you and their profile picture is like a car.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, stalker, weirdo. Like, no.
Block,
Why
yeah.
do you not have a picture on your, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like 2 years later.
Okay.
And we've never physically like met.
So tomorrow is the day.
Well, we hope so. I'm hoping. If not, at least I know I'll see her on Sunday.
Yeah. Okay.
Praying before she tells me, unajua nimeweka hot water bottle, unajua kuna baridi. Chokesha.com. But yeah, thank you so much, Joti, for coming through.
And thank you
You're
for having
amazing.
me.
You should have come with breakfast for the team, but that's a story for another day. See, I'm shooting my shot for you guys. I'm shooting my shot for y'all. Chokesha. So next week, I'm going to be like, okay, so the icon team is pulling up, and this is what's happening. And Azcom is going to mix at breakfast. See me just recruiting people for things. Thank you so much, my darlings. You're amazing. So it's on Instagram, DJ Nesh.
Yeah, that is DJNESHK.
One word. DJ Nesh K.
Yeah.
And
At Westwood Hotel.
Oh, that's on all platforms.
Okay, sorry.
Eh?
Wait.
Unataka direct. Anaitwa at Dotty.
Oh, my personal is at
Hey.
D. You know.
Princess D.
Is that
Bruh, that means she deserves princess treatment.
I am out. Good night.
Usiingie hapo na story ya wote nipeleke date ya mtura kwa hood. Hey, please.
Kibandaski.
But
Kibanda
please.
is formed though.
Okay, no, because it's healthy, but still,
Princess treatment.
please,
Okay,
kindly,
awesome.
usini waste. Because the next time I call them for Nashi, she's going to be like, yeah, no, the guy you introduced me to ain't it. So I was, wait, usinichomie picha.
Wadau, nitaita Kibesa. We gotta get to the
Let's
bottom
get
of
it. Let's get into some music, you guys. You're on the stage with Sandra Bartonjo as we're waiting for Mr. Samiti to pull up so we can hear all things about Mzanzi and his upcoming projects because he's amazing. And yeah, we can then discuss the chomang that was yesterday. So let me just put this as a parting shot. So last night, hui, girls of Nairobi, mko na kazi, mnakuanga na kazi mbaya. So there was a girl there who, obviously, I think she's just about the Semiti life. It is what it is. So he gets on stage, because there was a stage literally at 18. And, you know, obviously he said 1, 2 things before he said his set. And the minute this Chile had the South African accent, she was like, I'm dead. Like she died. I think her soul physically left her body. She was like, I've arrived in Johannesburg. I'm in it. I am Nelson Mandela's niece at this point. You understand what I'm trying to say? So Chile. So when we were sitting, it was because we had obviously the security and all that kind of stuff. So she wanted to physically get on stage and like dance as she gets to know this guy. Yeah. And I don't know, man. I don't know whether she was with somebody or like, I don't know. Just something happened where she was being restricted to be able to access the stage. Because we had nothing to do with the stage. Because we were allowing, because you know it's Amapiano, we were allowing girls or whatever it is who wanted to go and do the Amapiano dances on stage. It was cool. Because he had his security, he had his road manager, so nobody could access him. But if you wanted to dance on the stage, that's you ni maisha yako. So eventually, Galdem gets on the stage. My guys, who dem akapanda kwa stage? Mi sijui alikuwa kikunywa nini before, sijui nini ili happen, sijui what she was going through, I don't know. First thing this chick does on stage is Maura. Everybody was like, Mom, umengangana for almost 1 hour kupanda kwa stage so that you can just vomit publicly. Let me tell you, it was so sad because you could literally see on her face the shock horror. You know, when you can see she's like, what? And I don't know whether it was like the lights confused her system. I don't know. I can't understand. First thing was epic mwaura.
Guy.
So alitolewa hapo mbio than faster. Alitolewa kwa stage. I was like, oh God, how sad. Because she had really fought to get on there. And then that was her entrance. As a mama, even if you had a chance, Naum say, imedai tu on site. Imedai tu hapo. As in, hiyo story imeishia tu hapo na ni hivyo. You know what I mean? Yeah. All this effort with your outfit, face beat, nywele, ndo ukuja umaura. I was like, Mom, let's do better in 2024. Our year. It's our year, Mom. It's our year. Let's get into some music, you guys. DJ Azcom.
Black Boy DJ Azcom.
Là-bas pour toi, ça c'est fait. Présentation à la famille, ça c'est fait. Le temps passe, rien n'a changé. Mais dans quoi tu t'es aventuré? Tu voulais la paix, t'es donné la guerre et à continuer comme ça. Non merci, ça suffira. Tu voulais tout donner, tout donner, tout donner. Moi j'ai pas assumé. Tu voulais la vérité. Mais j'ai dû rembobiner. Bah ouais, t'as fait confiance, là tu doutes. Bah ouais, tu fouilles mon fun quand je dors. Bah ouais, cette fois ta trace, c'est ta route. Bah ouais, dans cette histoire j'ai mes torts. Bah ouais, tu fais confiance, là tu doutes. Bah ouais, tu fouilles mon fun quand je dors. Bah ouais, cette fois ta trace, c'est ta route. Bah ouais, dans cette histoire j'ai mes torts.
If you want make a ginger, give me kokoro. My touch, I beat your love. Anywhere I go, just come up with my love. Oh, they do that. If you want make a ginger, give me kokoro. My touch, I beat your love. Anywhere I go, just come up with my love. Oh, they do that for love.
If you want make a ginger, give me kokoro. My touch, I beat your love. Come make a show you my banana. No, they do like bolo.
Black Market Records. Magic Anger on the beat.
Majuka ni kama unarusha mamikono tingisha kichwa chungu sivunje kisogo teremuka kakonokono basi ni kionjo twende mamiono. Majuka ni kama unarusha mamikono tingisha kichwa chungu sivunje kisogo teremuka kakonokono basi ni kionjo twende mamiondoko mamio ndoko mamio ndoko mamio ndoko sasi inadonjo wasi ni kumoto mamio ndoko mamio ndoko mamio ndoko sasi
Uhuru Gardens tuko jaba, wengine wako miti. Zetu ni majama, zenu pikipiki. Leo tunaenda kanan, beba zigi mingi. Kakuna mamadam, beba sidi mingi. Ni mimi hapo back left, paparazzi wanaifanya ngumu kufanya usherati. Nakumbuka kabla nifuge manati, nilikuwa na wakunywa na ile koloni ya Versace. Squeeze backseat, ilikuwa love seat. Smooth na manual unafikiria ni automatic. Tint kwa window muadhara ndo hatutaki. Hapa perfection tunaifanya bila practice. Mbele naona success, nafunga hat-trick. Mi ndo the chef way joy disha hapik. Tangu tuingie kwa hii mchezo sino heartbeat. Nairobi City tunairan kama athlete. Just tusijali, hatukujudge. Hapo tu.
My baby, my Valentine. Can I hit the Mickey with temperature days? If you leave me a good time, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive, I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me, I am so obsessed. I want to chop your own. Never did it back at this feel. But now make I see you. Yeah, my love. Me make a bad man sing, no.
I could spend for your head. Talk all they want, I don't care what they said. Cause your matter, now in my con they carry for my head. Every night, now you I want to carry to my bed. Oh, no. Don't tell me no. You can be my partner, never ride it solo. And we got no one lucky, no need to party, whoa. I'm feeling what you're doing, know ya baby, gotta go. No. Your body, they back at me, speed, open up, make I see, Now you where they got my fancy. You they do me Yankee panty. Oh no no no
They call me. I want to go, but you got me coming. Why should I be coming early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it spend my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you honey. Like, give me, baby, make you do me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need that, make I look pity. You won't make us enjoy me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body bad, can make you shake it for Ghana. Here, dancing for me, baby, pana. Come and give me show.
Mapenzi sio makasiriko, kwetu ni furaha tele. Maana mapenzi sio makasiriko, hata kama tukishindia tembele. Oh my love, baba mwenye nyumba kodi apige kelele. Oh my love, hata kama tunapanda dadala, mimi na wewe my love. Eti chetu chumba kina mavyombo tele inahusu. Wala sidhani kama unipendi, ila nawaza usipokwepo ntaishije. Mwenzako najua kama unanipenda, umeniweka moyoni, ila nawaza usipokwepo ntaishije. Ndo naogopa, naogopa. Hivi ushangaa inapendwa, ila sura bado inakosa nuru. Yani najiona sipo huru, napagawa siku zinavyozidi kwenda. Najiona kabisa nitakufuru, maana naishi kakunguru, kutwa kuzificha mbawa. Riziki yangu papatu papatu, mala nilipe vikoba upatu. Vipi ukija kutamani vya watu, mimi si utaniacha ukiachilia mbali mbali mbali.
Black Boy DJ Azcom.
post and toy. Say check it post and toy. Do we post and toy. You know we post and toy. Shower do feel up. Sexy and so. Ting mo bandilo. This when I go for. To look baby. It's a film is no more. Say I got you it. It's a cannibal. It's 23. To look baby. It's a full of Muslim wale. Say I got you it's a collabo. Strength to do. But again in the winning you know more. It vita buge lui pogo. Nati sizi la mismogo. Shela nisfike ni stogo. Again in the winning you know more. It vita buge lui pogo. Nati sizi la mismogo. Shela nisfike ni stogo.
Black Boy DJ Azcom. DJ Azcom.
Ay, ungaskhuluma isilisi anakusemkontifo ushitototito bathi ay, ungaskhuluma isilisi anakusemkontifo ushitototito senithi post and toy senithi post and toy do post and toy.
Welcome everybody back. You're on the stage with your girl Sandra and DJ Azcom on the decks. So we've made Azcom get out of his comfort zone a little bit. Okay, he's not playing Afrobeats right now. We forced him to play some piano because, well, as I told you guys earlier on, we've got Samity in the building. Say hi, Baba.
Hi.
Listen, we've been together for like more than 24 hours at this point. I need you to like be loud. You can't just be here being cute and sweet. Yes. Please.
Mambo.
The one you remember. The mambo. I love it. I freaking love it. So like I was telling you guys earlier, we were at 1824 yesterday.
Yes.
And so Samity gets on the decks at like 12 something in the night. And a lot of people, I think, were just not ready. Because obviously this is your first time in Kenya.
Yes.
Nobody has manually heard you play. We've heard the songs, we've seen the mixes, but we've never physically seen you play.
Yes.
And I confessed, this is going to make Noni very happy. And I confess this. So as I'm sure you've been hearing me saying for like the last 24 hours that we've hung out, Amapiano has really been a challenge for me to get on. Because I'm like, this is not real music. Yeah. Yesterday, for about a solid like maybe 20 to 30 minutes,
okay,
I found myself jamming.
Yes.
Have you ever found yourself wanting to be like, you want to fight, you're fighting yourself. You're like, Sandra, stop it. This is not your music.
Yes, this is not your
This
music.
is not your swag. But I was like, but my guy, because Samity, you did the thing yesterday.
Thank you.
Like you got everybody dancing for a solid 2 hours. The music was so, and the way you play,
yes,
it's been a very long time to hear DJs play that because you literally built the crowd. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? To the point where when you were leaving, I could literally see the sadness in people's faces. Everyone was like, he's done? And I was like, yeah, you guys, you've not paid enough. Relax. He's not here for the whole night. Calm down. He's not a resident DJ. Relax. But my guy, that was so impressive.
Thanks a lot.
So freaking impressive. And you're so cool with it as well. Like, you don't even, like, you know most DJs who know they can do what they do. They come in with a lot of, what I like to say, wahalas.
Yes.
With a lot of pressure and, it's DJ so-and-so. That's, they do their own drops. You don't even have a drop for your mix. You literally just started. There was no, this is DJ Samity. Nothing. It was just like, I'm just starting to play. You let the work speak for itself.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love that.
It was my passion to do that, you know.
Oh, you did that on purpose as well?
Yes.
Did you enjoy the set yesterday?
Yes, I did enjoy.
Bruh, because I was like, this guy understood every assignment. You got straight A's. Straight A's. You passed your matrix. You passed your matrix. You got your certificate.
Yes.
Okay, Baba, so welcome to the 254, which is our short code for the country.
Okay.
It says what, 27? Plus 27.
Plus 27.
Yours is 27. Ours is 254. See, ours is fancier. We've got even a third digit. It is what it is. It is what it is. So we've been hanging out obviously for the last 24 hours, and so I don't want to do the conventional questions of where did you start from, because everybody has already got that on check. So I'm gonna ask the really unnecessary questions and the super inappropriate questions. I want to make you a little bit uncomfortable. Okay. But that's what I'm about, as I'm sure you've realized in the last few. Noni is like, sis, why are you like this? Why are you like this?
What have I gotten myself?
First of all, you guys, for the record, yeah, Noni is in the building. She was here a couple of months back.
Yes.
But Noni is the mastermind behind the Semiti tour in Kenya. So we appreciate you, Queen.
Shukran.
And we thank you very much for bringing greatness into our border.
Yes.
Asante sana, ma'am.
It's my pleasure as well.
Asante sana. So, number one,
Okay.
South African food. What's your favorite South African food?
McDonald's.
That's not that's not South African.
For me, South Africa.
Baba, hey. Your mom, whatever your mom is right now, she's angry. Your mom is angry. She's like, I make pop for this guy, I make chakalaka, and here you're saying McDonald's.
For me, no.
No, none.
None.
Even a chaubani?
No.
Bro!
None.
No, you can't say shisha nyama.
Nix. Never.
McDonald's.
Yes.
First of all, shout out to the Americans. Clearly, you've infiltrated the African market deep. You've done the thing.
No. There's no food. African food. No.
Pap.
Okay, first of all, when I'm at home, I don't eat too much.
What does that mean? I mean, look at him. Listen, don't judge skinny guys, please.
I don't eat that much.
Because we've seen skinny guys who can eat 7 kilos of meat. Kindly.
I don't eat too much. I don't know why. But when I'm outside, that's why I eat too much.
Junk food.
Yes, junk food.
So you like junk food?
Yes.
But you know, when you're craving like junk food, that's a sign that you need to figure out your sugar levels, because your body is saying we want energy.
Yes.
So you need to start eating. I can't believe you can't name one food from SA that's your favorite.
I wish even he said Nando's.
I know, like organic.
Nando's. At least Nando's.
Something organically South African.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. That's very shocking to hear. Favorite artist? Globally.
Across genres.
The one guy when you're heartbroken, when you're in love, when you're sad, when you want to twerk in your mind. No, in the whole world. In the whole world.
It's MT from South Africa.
MT from South Africa. That's your favorite artist in the whole world. I love that. I love that level of patriotism. I love that. That's amazing. Does he sing as well?
Yes. He's
a rapper. And so he's featured obviously on your music before.
No.
Not yet.
Yes.
So you're waiting for that.
He's I don't know what you call that genre. What do you call it?
Hip hop.
Yeah, instead of hip hop.
Is it like Nasty C hip hop or like Casper hip hop?
Casper.
Okay, so it's like hip hop. Because Nasty C hip hop is like Drake, like it's like, oh my God, we're so cute. But then Casper is like, I'm in your face and we're getting aggressive. You understand? Interesting. Favorite Amapiano song?
Isingis.
He's like, my track. He's like, my track is the one. My track is the one. Yes. I love that. Okay. So, as I told you yesterday, clearly not on air, Baby Mama Drama was a song that Noni actually introduced me to. Unprovoked. We were in a car and we were on our way to a club, and I had already been drinking enough brown liquor for the world. And so she plays this song, and I never heard it before. And I was like, but this jam, like this track is lit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It gave me a lot of triggers, because I was like, why are people talking about baby mamas? Because this is not right. I got into my feelings for 2 seconds, and then I was like, no, but it's a really lit song, so get out of it. Yes. And you mentioned at another interview yesterday, it was because it was one of your boys, and so you guys were, and he was having issues in studio, and then he mentioned that, my guy, this baby mama life is hard.
It's hard. Yes,
you are becoming a parent at that time, so he was like, this is what you're going to get into shortly.
Yes.
So speaking on that, are you in a happy relationship or are you single? This is for my girls.
I'm in a happy relationship.
Oh,
I love it.
See, guys? See? It not happen. Why it not happen? Girls, for the record, it happens. There's boys who will actually just like you. I like that.
And
I
claim
love that.
you.
And claim you.
Yes.
I love
In
that.
public.
So shout out to Mama Warona. There you go. I'm on it. I'm on point. I'm on point, my guy. I'm on point. So you came to Kenya,
Yes.
courtesy of Noni. So Noni, can you just say something other than judging me on the air, please?
Gosh, now what should I say now?
Okay, so let me ask, what was your because I'm sure a lot of artists, especially Amapiano artists, reach out because Noni, for the record, is the one person in my life, okay, who is about the Amapiano movement so deeply. She knows the dances, okay, because me, as you saw yesterday, my dancing is very limited. Very limited. None is about that life, and I feel like I've fallen in love with a lot of Amapiano songs purely because of the way she's vibed to it. So what made you be like, no, this is the guy?
Okay, other than the fact that I am a huge Amapiano fan.
Yeah.
I knew, like it's sort of like when an artist comes to Kenya,
yeah,
like one or two of their songs.
Yeah.
Like I knew majority of his
songs. Okay.
And I was like, I have an opportunity to work with somebody who I not only admire in terms of his craft, but he's also humble because I did a bit of research. I'm not gonna lie. Went through his page on Instagram.
You're like, let's see if he's a diva or not.
What kind of personality this guy has,
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Let me just go for it. It was my first time doing something like this
Yeah.
because, as you know, I mostly do club promoting
Yeah.
and influencing.
Yeah.
I've never actually stepped into the space of entertainment and bringing in an artist.
Yeah.
But I've expressed this to
Yeah.
you numerous times that this is something that I've always wanted to do. And I've seen so many of my peers doing it. So I was like, listen, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Let me put my foot in the door. And I must say it was a success because yesterday
was
the
everything.
Compliments
You got.
Sandra. We got.
Your DM is lit.
Mad. Everybody was in awe of this man.
Yeah.
And because we know there's so many DJs who play Amapiano in Nairobi.
Yes.
Especially since COVID time, Amapiano really picked.
Of course.
So everybody, all the DJs are like, this is my opportunity to make money.
Yeah.
So everybody tried to learn the craft of how to play Amapiano.
Yeah.
But the problem is, and I'm not shading anybody, but the problem is majority of the DJs play commercial TikTok Amapiano.
I literally said this like 30 minutes ago.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's the same songs that you hear and you see on all the reels on Instagram, on all the TikToks. So it's like, okay, fine. We love the songs. We're not hating. We love the songs.
Yeah.
But we want something different.
You want to know what's actually what the music
We
actually
want
is.
the oomph.
Yeah.
And I'll say, the first time when he stepped onto the stage and he started playing,
Yeah.
I think for the first 30 minutes I didn't know any of those songs.
But you were vibing.
But I was jamming heavy and deep. And because he knows that, and I think kudos to you, Samiti, because I think when he checked in, he tried to read the crowd and see,
what works, what doesn't work. Yeah.
So he knew that he had to throw in one or two of those commercial songs to get people hyped.
Yeah.
But he did it at the right time. It's a craft that you have to master over time. It's not overnight.
Yeah. But I was saying earlier on air, I feel like that's because as a artist yourself and as a producer, the way you consume, understand, and listen to music is very different from just a DJ. You understand? So when you get on the decks, the way you are understanding the music is not the way any other normal DJ would. You see, because normal DJs are like, okay, so this audience likes this kind of music, so I'm gonna play top 10 songs from this country and that's it. You know what I mean? But you're like, or you guys like when you hear the percussion. Cool.
Yes.
Let me play for you a song you've never heard of in your life, but it has that percussion. So they don't even know the song.
Right.
They have never heard it in their lives. It could even be your own personally produced song. But they're going to vibe because you've understood what their ear wants to listen to. You understand?
Yes.
And that takes a lot of skill.
Right.
And that's why I was saying earlier on air, for South African artists, because I feel like every artist in SA is also a producer, in my opinion.
No, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, because you guys, you're literally in the business of making the music.
Yes.
And so what you put out there, you understand? So you automatically are aware that we have to work with people's ears.
Yes.
Because it's very hard, and we've seen it's very hard to penetrate the African market, let alone the global market. So for you guys to have broken into the West African, because we know West African market was the biggest market in terms of music.
Yes.
For you guys to have told them, yeah, that's great, but this is what we listen to.
Yeah.
This is what we play. So it's either you're on this or bye.
Yes.
And then they had to. I was like, that takes a level of skill that I don't think anywhere else on this continent yet we have. Takes a whole different skill level, because like I mentioned earlier on air, Davido's new album, 6 of those songs are piano. Even features Musa Keys, blah blah, on that album.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Ashake's music, the basis is piano.
The beats.
You understand? Like the basis of his beats is piano. It's founded on that. Davido's comeback prior to Timeless, when he partnered with Focalistic for Ikesta, that was his reintroduction into the African music space. But what did he have to do? He had to be like, I'm working with Vigro and Foca to be able to do that, because he was in the struggle mode of his career. You understand?
Yes.
So South African artists, and I say this proudly. Okay, I used to know the national anthem. I no longer remember most of it because I was a rugby fan. I was about that life. I was I'm still a Springbok fan, but yeah. Congratulations, you guys. Because what you've done is something other people have been trying to do for decades, including Kenyan artists. But what you've achieved and what you guys have done as South African artists is something historical. For me, it's literally historical.
Can I add something onto that? I think DJs need to, not even just DJs need to learn that you can't just only be a DJ.
Yeah.
You need to grow your craft.
Agreed.
Yeah. You need to wear more than one hat.
Yeah.
Because there's something one of the club owners at 1824 told me yesterday.
Yeah.
A lot of DJs use the microphone as a crutch.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. When they see that the crowd,
is confused,
is now a bit confused, or the vibe is going down, they take the mic and they shout.
Yeah. Hey, I'm DJ.
It's Major League DJs. They do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's something that guys need to learn.
So based on that, okay,
yes,
I know.
Yes.
Okay, so I know because I lived in South Africa, so I know music for you guys. Hey, it's a spiritual experience.
Yes.
It is literally a spiritual experience in
Something
terms of music.
that heals us.
It for real, right?
Yes.
And we saw this even when at the end of apartheid and the whole movement, majority of what contributed to the healing process of the country was music.
Yes.
You know, from your Yvonne Chaka Chakas to that, it was literally about the music. That's what like Idube and so on. That's what healed the country. So, can you dance? Because I know you're on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. So I gotta ask for the people and for the girldems. Can you do the things, those things?
I can't dance, but I can try.
You can try.
You can try.
Yes.
You can but Baba, I feel like for South Africans, even when I see the videos of the school kids and the little babies in the middle of like whatever it is they are, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I feel like God woke up and was like, Shaka Zulu, let me just plant a seed for you to spread in this country.
Yes.
Because it's literally in your DNA.
Yeah.
Like what you guys physically do in terms of dancing.
The footwork.
I'm like, please. By the time Beyonce in Girls Run the World,
Yeah.
because she featured the two
Right.
Pansula dancers from South Africa.
Yes.
That's when she learned the legwork
The
for
legwork,
that.
yeah.
So by the time a whole Beyonce is like, no. The way you guys are moving, I need to be about that life. It's
Yes.
crazy. It's literally in your blood. It's in your blood. Don't fight it. I like how it's like, oh, I don't know if I can. I'm like, Sapu. I bet you there's a one song. If you play Sister Bettina, you'll do the thing.
No, but what's in my heart and mind is that not I can do everything. Some
Gotcha.
people can do this.
Yeah.
I can do that. You know, not everyone can do the very same thing.
No, of
So
course.
if you can dance, that's your own
So me and you will
God-given
just
talent.
so tonight me and you will just be chilling in the corner.
Yes.
And we see Noni and Pen just wild out. Cool. No problem. Noted. I'm cool. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with just chilling. I'm okay with that. So in the era of, because you've worked with AKA before, and I had the pleasure of working with him many years ago for a whole different thing. And so obviously we know the troubles, you know, in terms of like historically South Africa in general, in terms of like drug use and drug abuse is really extreme. You know what I mean? Like it's a really extreme thing. How have you ensured that you didn't get into that world? Because it happens very easily. It's like it starts from high school or primary school.
For me, I was lucky that I saw it at an early stage.
Okay.
When we released Ama Uba, it was because of that. Seeing like young girls doing drugs. So that's why we decided to do Ama Uba. Like Lavantwana Ama Uba.
Yeah.
Like they everywhere they doing wrong things. You know. That's the song all about.
Right.
Yes. So
that's really impressive that because most guys, and I'm just gonna put it out there, most guys, when you see girls wilding out, in terms of like we're doing drinking, we're smoking, we're doing drugs, it's like an opportunity.
Yes.
Because you can then get with them. You understand? So for you to have turned that into a song to be like, hey, my guys, you're failing, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's very impressive because very, very, very few people are able to do something in that way. So, anyway, considering your relationship with your mom, with you and your mom, I feel like her prayers are working.
Yes.
Overtime. They're working overtime. You understand? Because at your age, to be able to be so secure and so sure of who you are as a person and what you're trying to achieve is very, very rare.
Yes,
It's that normally happens much, much later in life. So for you to be that sure that you're like, nah, this is not what I want to do, this is what I want to do. So it's very impressive. You understand?
Yes.
And now, speaking of, with the loss of Costa AKA and all the other artists who also passed on.
Yes.
I know that was a big hit in the South African industry. But as every African country, everybody decided it had to be witchcraft. And I know it happened the same in SA. Somebody started saying there's witchcraft that's targeting the music industry.
Music industry, yes.
You remember that? And I was like, witchcraft targeting the music industry. I was like, please, guys, no. We cannot be about this. And I remember, I was like, why are you saying it's witchcraft? You know what I mean? And that's a big thing in you guys' culture.
Yes.
Like going to the medicine man. What's the word for it? Sangoma.
Sangoma.
Going to the Sangoma is like a big thing in South Africa. Strangely, you guys and Nigeria share that in common.
For sure.
Like you guys are really about that
That
witchcraft.
life.
We're going to see, I don't know which doctors to do what, and I don't know what. In Kenya, we know these tribes that do that, but majority of the people, we just laugh about it because we're like, are you people crazy? What do you mean the TV is stuck on your back because you tried to steal the TV? Like, what are you saying?
Yes.
Like, we find it hilarious. But in my experience with South Africans and West Africans, you really believe in it. Why? Like, why? Have you ever seen anything that you've been like, okay, that was something outside of the normal?
No, for me, I haven't seen
I like how
anything.
he's like, listen, Sandra.
Yes,
For me,
I haven't seen anything. But I've heard people saying they've seen stuff. Somebody did bad things on them. So, yeah.
But it's like a thing in your culture.
For me, it's hard to believe that
it
does.
But they did a whole series about it. Shaka Zulu.
Like
That thing traumatized me as a child.
Did you watch it?
I was like, I'm never going to South Africa.
That was me when I landed, and I think that's why my parents picked the most Afrikaans and bougiest place to put me in, like in terms of, because I was in Monash, in the fanciest, bougiest white, because they were like, hey, this girl might land there, and then somebody will put something on her. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it was crazy. So now, but something I really talk about all the time is historically, South Africans and Nigerians, you guys, the fighting in that country has been crazy in terms of xenophobia.
Okay.
Because you guys have had really like history in terms of like xenophobia and all that kind of stuff, specifically towards South Africans against Nigerians, and it's very powerful for me to know that what healed that relationship is music. Because the governments tried, and there was back and forth arguing with our guy. What's our guy? Malema.
Okay, yes.
Our guy just talking recklessly.
Yes, fighting even
let me
now.
tell you, I love him. I really love him because Malema is the one who's been consistent in his madness.
Yes.
He's been mad for like 7 years and he doesn't care. I love it. So governments tried International bodies tried, blah, 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 to try and fix that problem. Nothing worked. And then all of a sudden, Foka does a song with Davido. And everyone is like, okay, we can work with these guys. And then now, literally, for majority of South Africans, and even the South African girls, and I know this is a struggle you guys have, because that's where the song was sponsor came from. If you don't have a Nigerian man sponsoring your life.
Yes. That's actually a big thing in South Africa.
It's a big thing,
Yes.
yeah? Like, all your South African girls are trying to get Nigerian guys.
Sugar baby culture.
Yes, they're about that life.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's all about the money.
And you guys are like, no, let's just go down the club and drink Savannah and Jaeger.
Yes,
Don't give me
only.
pressure about no.
Don't want campaigns and what.
You don't want those things.
No, man. But the girls that side, they only want that fancy life. Popping champagne.
He's so tired.
You can tell his voice.
He's so tired of the girls.
Yo.
But yes, when I saw that wave happen, I just remember thinking to myself, how is this the result of two people who've been trying to kill each other for like decades?
Yes.
All of a sudden, every South African girl is like, yeah, if I don't have myself, a random, I don't know, Iche, Nivio. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. So, for you guys as South African guys, because I don't know, okay. Hey, should I confess this? Let me think for a second. Okay. So, for a very long time, and I think it's just because when I first moved there, the minute I had a South African accent, I was like, listen, what do you want? Do you want 12 kids? Do you want me to marry you?
Yes.
I was in it because I was like, oh my God, these accents are so late. Like, I was about it. I was about that life. Look at Nodi.
I changed my talking style once he landed in the airport yesterday in the morning.
All of a sudden,
I'm like, when? Yeah, you know? And I'm like, what am I saying?
You're like, what is going
What
on?
am I actually saying?
You're like, no, see yourself. You're the personal
like,
meeting. Circle back real quick. But because for South African dudes, and this is my favorite thing about South African guys, you guys by nature are not aggressive. Like, you're really just chilled.
Yeah.
And you're like, we're just gonna catch vibes, and that's it. Like, whatever the vibe is, that's what we're doing. You're very chilled. And it's very rare for African men to be chilled. Yeah. But you guys, it's like in your core. Like, you don't like, you know, like, as even when you're trying to get aggressive, even in the music, it still sounds cute.
Yes.
It doesn't sound like you're trying to beat somebody down. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm trying to say?
I know exactly what you're trying to say.
You don't sound like Davido before.
Actually,
just yelling in the song. It's like, no, it's like it's chill.
Exactly. And it's quite interesting because he's done a song with this person I'm about to mention. When I first heard Musa Keys, I thought it was a woman.
I swear.
He
His
had
voice.
a soprano. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was actually a
lady,
woman.
yeah.
And then when I met him,
Yeah.
courtesy of Sandra, I was like, whoa. But they're about it, because even Tanzanian men are like that.
Yeah,
They sing with
just
a soprano,
chilled.
you know, like,
No pressure.
Yeah.
No drama.
No
You're in
shouting.
your city golf, you know, doing nonsense with Savannah. What do you call it? Savannah Loco.
Loco,
Savannah
yes.
Loco. Living your best lives. You know what I mean? And I really love it. So with that, South African entertainment culture has become this ridiculously big thing. With the show like Young, Famous and African, of all these big African artists, and it's being shot in SA, and featuring a lot of like the lifestyle of big Kanyimbao, what's the AKA's Nadia, you know what I mean? Like, featuring those kind of people. And the lifestyle we've seen is not like what people are used to on this continent.
Okay.
Because the way South African luxury is set up,
Yes.
because the minute you step in Santon, you know you're officially in another place. You just know you're and you know African luxury and like Europe are two different things.
Very different.
Because we take things very, very far.
Yeah.
And South African elite luxury is like extreme. So you're from Orlando.
Yes.
First
Orlando
of all,
West Extension.
Huh?
Orlando West Extension. So wait.
Orlando West Extension.
You gotta say it in
Soweto.
You gotta say it in full.
In full, my
Be
guy.
sure.
Let me ask, out of curiosity, is that where Orlando Pirates is from?
Yes.
Okay. I went for one match. My one time I tried to be supportive of football. And I was like, can never do this again. I'm okay. I was like, because we went to the stadium and I was like, this is the craziest experience. I think it was Orlando Pirates versus Bafana. Yeah? No.
No.
What's the other team?
Chiefs.
The
Kaizer
Chiefs.
Chiefs, yes.
Bro, that was an extreme experience that I will never, ever do again because I was not prepared.
Okay.
So that's where Orlando Pirates is from.
Yes.
So you're from Orlando West Extension, Soweto.
Soweto.
Soweto is one of my favorite places. You guys have the most lit clubs.
Oh.
The most lit clubs in Joburg are in Soweto, I swear. And the prettiest men. The prettiest men. Sorry. So, being from Orlando, and then now when you see the elite side of where South African celebrities are in terms of the elite space, what is that for you guys? Because you see, you're a celebrity. But you have not gotten caught up in being at Michelangelo Hotel. You're not trying to, you know what I mean? So what does that feel like when you see that? Because see, like, for example, Kanye, we know she's not releasing any music. Why she's famous now doesn't make sense to me. But she's clearly famous. What does that feel like for you? Because you still chill in the hood, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Pelican, I'm sure, can vouch for this. He's like,
Okay.
bro, this is my guy.
For me, I don't take myself as a celebrity, first thing.
Uh-huh.
Right? So, I've always wanted to see myself being at that space.
Yeah.
Where, like, people, when I go around, say my name, say me T.
Uh-huh.
But it came to a point too where I say, Ash, yes, they can call me a celebrity, but I'm not a celebrity. I just
Right.
want to be with people who I grew up with.
You want to be Tumelo.
Yes, I want to be Tumelo.
Yes.
And when the time is right, that's when I'll go out of Soweto. But not
Okay,
now.
but not now.
Yes.
You're
I
still
just want
about-
to build a solid thing, then I'll move out.
Then you
of
can move out.
Soweto,
Stay
yes.
grounded.
But why would you move out of Soweto? It's like amazing.
There's a lot of things.
Opportunity.
He's like, listen,
Currently,
there's some tough things in Soweto that
Oh,
happen.
really?
anyone just comes into your space at any time, any
Oh,
given
yeah?
day. That's what I don't like about Soweto. Anyone comes at any time just to see Semiti. So yes, you see. So my mother doesn't like that.
Oh, because they come. Okay,
Yes,
because too
like,
many people have access
too
to
many
you.
people.
Yeah.
yes. I don't know them, but they know me. So,
And you're
That's-
sitting there, you're like, hi, and somebody's like, oh my God, and you're like, relax.
Aish.
You're like, I don't know who you are.
yes.
You
what's
follow
the
me on Instagram, that's
story?
nice, but just
Aish.
chill.
Yes.
Okay, I get that. Even in terms of security, and
Yes.
especially now that you're getting into, like, you're a dad now,
Yes.
that things have changed. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have strangers around you like that.
me, yes.
And unfortunately, the way South Africa entertainment industry is set up, and just the way you guys are just ready to kill and shoot each other for nothing, you can't really just have strangers around you like that because it's not safe.
Yes.
So for the safety reasons, I understand because it's a bit extreme. You know what I mean? And if people are just walking up because they feel like because you're still here,
Yeah.
we should just come and
At
do
any
whatever.
time, day, night,
What?
they just come.
Yeah, but
So-
also you see, even the way you guys are built, like the way your infrastructure in that country is built, they don't even have gates and
Fencing.
like the way we do. Because I don't know what it is about us. Because from the beginning of time, we've never had that problem of you can just walk into anybody's house. Never. Because it's like a guard or I don't know what, like the fences are like extreme. But in SA, literally you can hop from one wall to the next easily and just get into somebody else's compound.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Okay, so I can understand why that is scary. I get that. So parting shot, I know you've got a single coming out, Free Your Mind.
Yes. Free Your Mind.
July next
Next
yeah,
month,
next
yes.
month. June. That's June. You've got Free Your Mind coming out in June, and then you've got an EP coming out in July. And so I know people have been waiting like crazy. Like crazy. And I'm sure you get a lot of like 1,001 DMs of people like, bruh, when is the next song coming out? When's the next, like what's
When
next,
are
what's
you
next, what's
dropping?
next?
When is-
But what I love is that your fans, whether they started at COVID or before, out in 2015 when you first started, they've been consistent. Do you know what I mean? Like they're literally waiting. So they're still listening to what you've already put out there in anticipation of what's coming out.
Yes.
And I've got somebody on YouTube who's written, she was like, oh my God, he got me through COVID. My pregnancy was so tough. And all I could listen to was Semiti. I'm like, okay. I don't know the relation between your pregnancy and Semiti. Labantwana Uber had to do with your pregnancy, but okay, cool. You know what I mean? And so everyone is waiting, obviously, for the new song to come out. They're waiting for the EP to come out. And you said you've got an album coming out 2024?
Yes.
Early 2024.
Yes.
Can we get the name of the album at least?
I haven't decided.
Can we please call it Warona? What you mean? You haven't decided?
Plus, first, before the problems I had with dropping, I was supposed to take out an album titled Waruna.
See? I'm on it, my guy. I'm on it. So can
Yes.
we name the album next year that?
Okay.
And then we
Waruna
can say it was thanks
continue.
to Sandra?
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks. That's all I needed.
Got credit.
That's all I needed. Just like at the end, named by Sandra. No, I love that. Are you enjoying being a dad?
Yes, I'm enjoying.
Yeah?
'cause it's a whole different experience.
But your son is like young. He's what, 2?
2.
So
Yes.
he's still in the. You guys are not really in that engaging. Like, okay, you can see the development, of course, but you're not in the place where you're communicating like that yet.
Yes.
When that comes, I feel like it's going to change so much about you. When that moment comes, I feel like even the album might change. What you think you're going to do for the album, I think in this year is going to change once that starts to happen.
Okay. Why
In
are you
my
saying
opinion,
that?
because kids do that. You think you know until you know, and then you're like, and then everything about your life and what matters shifts. So right now you might be singing about, I don't know, hating South African food, but by next year you'll be singing about
talking a
how
different
chakalaka is a
story.
favorite thing because your son likes chakalaka. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, yes.
Like everything changes. So I feel like it's a lot of things are gonna shift for you. But I can't wait to hear the new song. Please kindly drop it, send it to us when it comes
Okay.
out. It's gonna be on rotation. Thanks to DJ Azcom.
Thank
We're gonna
you.
make him push it in Nigeria as well.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to force him. We're going to keep forcing that agenda. Is the moral of the
Can I
story.
ask a question?
Uh-huh.
Do you play your music for your son? Does he know your
Yes.
music?
Of course.
Yes.
Does
I
he,
hope
does he
so.
vibe? Does he vibe
That's
to
the
your
vibe,
music?
yes.
Can you
He
please
even
post
have
a
a-
video of him dancing when you go back home?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
I will.
I feel like that would be the cutest thing on the planet.
Yes.
And I bet you he's got the G. He just looks like he's got the G.
even
of
have
dancing.
a tablet. He knows how to go to YouTube and play my songs.
See? At 2.
Yes.
Well done.
Okay.
Well done.
At 2, we're eating flies. Just embarrassing our
Flies and
parents.
Play-Doh.
Just flies and embarrassing our parents. Like, my God, this one needs to go to school like ASAP because she's failing already. Failing at everything already. Okay, but darling, thank you so much. So,
Thank
as
you.
I know, tomorrow, or rather, tonight we're going out. We're gonna give you the Kenyan experience tonight.
Yes.
That is our agenda with Noni.
Today.
Yes, we're not making you work. We just want you to experience the insanity that is partying in Kenya because South Africans think they can party. We're gonna teach you guys a lesson.
Okay.
I think
Tonight.
he got a taste yesterday.
Yeah, no, yesterday he was tired of you and I. But okay, let me put this out there though. The way I party, the way Noni's party is not necessarily how everybody parties.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
we can take things very far. So maybe we're not the best judgment of Nairobi nightlife, but we're gonna take you guys out tonight. And you guys are gonna experience a couple of places in the 254 and
yes.
see what we're about. Because I know you guys are used to parking lots and city golfs and doing those. What are they called? What are they called when they're skidding with
When
the
they're
cars?
skidding, they're drifting.
Drifting.
Okay, yes.
With the old school,
Yeah.
with the
You
old
guys,
school
BMWs.
BMWs.
You guys are about that life. No. We are in the club doing ratchet things.
Ratchet
so
things,
you're going
okay,
to experience
yes.
the ratchet things in the club. Okay, and we're going
I
to.
think so long as they have shisha, they're good.
Yes.
By the way, let me tell you
Yes.
guys, the whole of yesterday, the whole day for 20, let me say for like 19 hours, consistently, we need shisha, 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 we need shisha. Shisha arrived. You could literally see the color in their skin come back. I was like, guys,
That's the culture. That's
so
right.
Semi became lighter.
Yeah.
Ben's eyes got brighter. I was like, guys, this is your kryptonite. Cool. So we're gonna take you guys out tonight, but then I know come Saturday, tomorrow from 2 p.m. we're gonna be at Westwood Hotel for a meet and braai. So as I mentioned earlier, I feel like DJs, artists, if you guys wanna learn and perfect your brands, and get in the space, because what CBT did yesterday at 18th, I feel like a lot of DJs need to come and ask him how, why, make it make sense. You know what I mean? And for artists who are attempting to get on his album.
Yes.
Come next year. Come through to Westwood Hotel, please, from 2 p.m. That's on Peponi Road. And the lovely Emma is on. Oh, okay. So it's off Peponi Road at El Damaravine Road. Right. So Westwood Hotel from 2 p.m. for the meet and buy with Sammy T. And super fans, like I said earlier, girls, please show up in your epic outfits. No problem. You want to come take selfies? You want to come do Snapchat? You want to come do... It's cool. But please, don't embarrass me and come there with heels that you can't walk in. Don't come in clothes that you don't fit you. Please, let's just do me a solid team, Kenya. Represent us well. Because South African women are stunning.
Top tier.
Top tier.
Top
so
tier.
please, don't embarrass me. I don't want this guy to go back and be like, yeah. So Kenyan girls ain't it. Please. Musidiebishe, I beg you kindly.
Can we touch on that first of all? Please.
Noni, I've hit enough with Noni.
No, but South African women.
No, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
They're just beautiful.
With nothing.
With nothing. They don't wear bras.
Yeah. Number one.
Let's just start there. They don't wear bras. Okay?
Don't comb eyebrows. Natural hair.
The ones who do makeup are the ones from the bougie. But
Santon
the ones
type.
who vibe,
Yeah.
The ones who vibe, the young
Shorts,
ones.
gomas,
shorts,
and we out here.
Flawless.
Yeah. And
Love
you
it.
guys are busy stressing yourselves with heels.
With heels.
Face beat, wigs, I don't know, until under your knees. I'm like, slow down. Slow down, guys. Relax. Just relax. Relax. Let the Savannah and Jaeger speak for you.
The Savannah Loco.
And then on Sunday, we're going to be at Alchemist. Doing a show with DJ Amani, Saint of Africa, and Semi T is going to be playing as well. So if you missed yesterday because you're clearly not well in the head, please show up on Sunday to Alchemist from 2 p.m. as well. It's going to be epic, top tier vibes. So if you're not sure about your DJ artistry career, please come and witness awesomeness on Sunday at Alchemist so that you can then start to do better. But tomorrow for the super fans, artists, DJs, please pull up at Westwood Hotel off Peponi Road, Dalma Ravine Road, Westwood Hotel from 2 p.m. Yeah, you come, we catch vibes, nini, to hang out. You can ask him all the inappropriate questions you want to ask him. You can ask him to be a side chick. You do you. But just pull up is all I'm saying. All I'm saying is just pull up. Yeah, and then...
And can I say something? Not to say something bad about DJs.
Please.
But
this is what I love to hear.
I've noticed something. That every DJ plays with a laptop.
Do you know?
It makes you too comfortable.
Let me tell you something.
It makes you
not
too
you calling out Azcom publicly. Love it. Love to see it.
But yeah, on that note, because I kept asking Semi T,
yeah,
do you have any equipment?
He's like, I'm cool.
Have you left anything in the car?
He's like, I'm cool.
He's like, no.
I'm cool.
I think, do you carry a flash disk?
Yes.
That's it. That's his equipment.
Even Vigro, do you remember even last year? Like Vigro just ordered the 2 plugins for his flash, and he had 2 flash discs first of all, and he was like, "This is all I'm playing with."
No, it's the ear.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm saying.
need to have the
You need to
ear.
have the ear to get
It's
it.
not about the visual.
The laptop makes everything easy.
Very
for you.
easy.
Yes.
So basically, what Semiti has said, challenge. It's a challenge, my guys. Semiti has said, if you are playing with a laptop, bro.
You're a preschooler.
You're a preschooler. You're a baby girl.
Graduate.
You're baby girl. You're baby girl. You're in private school. You're in private school. If you're playing with a laptop, you're in private school. You know, you're living bougie. You're being fancy because things are too simple.
Yes.
No, but that's why I said earlier. For South African DJs, because most of you, or if not all, are producers as well.
Yes.
So the way you guys consume, listen, and understand music is very different. That's why you're able to just show up with your flash disk and shut it down. You know what I mean? Because
I still don't understand.
Very few.
I think I need to learn. Because for me, I don't understand. His transitions yesterday
were effortless.
and okay, I don't really know much about DJing, but I know. But I'm very sorry, Azcom. But with the laptop, you know the way they do the BPM.
Yeah.
There's a way they create folders.
Yeah.
For songs that have the same BPM.
BPM,
so it's very easy for them
to just
select.
open a folder. Yes.
But what he does,
But that's what I'm saying. That's why he
off the
said
top of
it.
his head.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's insane.
I don't think people understand how hard that is.
Yeah.
It's
So
crazy.
shout out to Samiti
Shout out to Semi T.
for for doing the thing and telling DJs, kindly please stop embarrassing us in public.
Problem, the laptop. That's the biggest problem.
Until he's like, yo, you guys, you've been on the stage with Sandra and DJ Azcom on iconradio.co.ke. So we're gonna sign out. You guys follow Noni Karaja on Instagram to see what the plans are for the night. If she puts the location, great. If she doesn't, guess.
I mean, I will tag the club. So go to the club's page. It's in the bio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Noni_Karanja.
Yes, do the damn thing. And so shout out to you also, Noni Mama.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
For being a superstar and for bringing us incredible talent in the 254. We appreciate it. And I can't wait to see what you're going to do, especially with like local talent here. Because I'm posting that agenda as usual.
And if anyone wants to follow him,
Semi_T, and that's TTEE.
Yes.
And then on Twitter it's _Semi_T.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm on it, bro.
You have it.
My guys, don't play with me. And then shout out to my Westwood team and or rather the Greater Superior Hotels. My favorite human, boy Winnie. I love you to pieces, babe. And to Emma as well, Shukran, and to Dottie who was here earlier on. Yeah, so DJ Azcom, do the thing. Azcom, do you have a flash disc?
I do.
I'm going to gift you one also. Just
Can
for
I see
DJing. Can I see it? Listen to 17. 17's like, let me see your flash.
the flash disc.
Oh my God, I love it. Anyway, so DJ Azcom is going to take us away, you guys, for the rest of the Friday. Would you nice? Please don't call your ex. There's enough humans who are single out here. Don't do that thing. Just go and mingle with new people. Don't call your ex together. Please, if you're going to get lit tonight, that's okay. You do you. But please, girls, there's no need in wearing heels if you're going to remove them in the club. Just wear your gomas and choose life. Okay, let's just do better in life. Okay, let's just do better. To what is my dogo? Don't wear clothes that are too tight, then you can't breathe in the club. Just stick to what fits you. It's okay if you have a belly. It's cute, man. A real man doesn't care if you've got a belly. Those are just my opinions. So, let's have an amazing Friday night, you guys. And I love you guys to pieces, and I'll catch you guys next week.